This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, very good evening for all. I hope I am audible for all of you. So guys, in the last session we have discussed the purchase and sale of interstate, different tax trade goods in one invoice, purchase return or debit note. If you have done practice for these, or if you have any kind of doubt query in your mind, you can ask. So guys, if you do not have any doubt or query from the last session, should we move on to the next topic? All right, then our next topic is input tax credit. Input tax credit, also known as the GST adjustment. You can see here in the 6th point, past tax adjustment entry and the pay tax to government on 31st. So basically, by the name of tax adjustment entry, they are saying to pass the input tax credit entry. You all know very well about the input tax credit that we have discussed in the GST theory. Let me repeat that once more so that you can remind. So basically in the input tax credit, we take at the time of paying tax on output, you can reduce the tax you have already paid on the input. We can take the credit of our purchase GST while making the sale GST payment to the government. So this is the same thing which we have to do. Before passing the entry, if you check the balance sheet will show you that the transaction of that is already done by the balance sheet. Here you can see they have automatically reduced the purchase GST from the sale. The debit balance here is the purchase GST and the credit balance here is the sale GST. The remaining only we have to pay. So we will pass the input tax credit entry just for our reference so that we can remember in which month how much amount of input tax credit we have taken. Okay, so let's see guys how we have to pass the input tax credit transaction entry in Tally software. So basically what we have to do, we have to first note the debit balance or the purchase GST from the balance sheet of all three types of GSTs. So let's go for the balance sheet here. Here, you have to note the debit balance of the GST, basically for which month you are passing that input tax credit entry. That entry will be passed out on monthly basis. You can pass on April month or you can pass for May month. Okay, I am going to pass for these 2 months combined just for the practice purpose. So note the debit balance of CGST here. It is, you can see, 10635 for both of these 2 months, April and May. So note that 10635. SGST also will be the same, 10635. Note the IGST, it is 5472. Okay, now the second thing which we have to do, we have to go for the GSTR2 report. So now simply go for the GSTR2. Here we have to change the date period. Since we are passing this input tax credit for April and May both months, so click on the period option or press F2 and take the date from 1st April till the 31st May. Basically the last date of your payment, on which date you are paying the GST. We are paying GST on 31st May, so we are doing the same. Now after coming here in the GSTR2 and changing the date period, press Alt J. Alt J is a shortcut key for statutory adjustment. You can select the statutory adjustment option also. After pressing Alt J, it will ask you for the nature of adjustment. In the nature of adjustment, select decrease of tax liability. Because by passing the input tax credit entry, we are going to decrease our tax liability. In the additional details, select adjustment against credit. Don't worry, I will let you know all these points in the notepad so that you can note all these things. Select in the additional details, select adjustment against credit. Change the date here also, 31st May. Now press enter. In the debit, select CGST first. It will ask you for the rate and taxable value. Rate and taxable value, we don't have anything to fill here. Skip these. Now put the debit balance which we have noted from the balance sheet of the purchase GST 10635. Then again debit here and select as GST. Rate and taxable value, nothing will go. Skip these also. 10635. Then again debit, press DR. Select IGST ledger. In the IGST as well, rate and taxable value will not go. Fill the IGST balance. IGST balance is 5472. Now in the credit, we have to select the same ledgers with the same balance. CGST 10635, as GST 10635, and IGST 5472. So we have debited the ledger with the same balance and credited that as well. So this transaction, guys, will not affect any kind of report. The same thing which I have discussed in the first, okay, in the starting. This transaction we will pass just only for the record purpose, so that we can know how much amount of GST of purchase GST we have taken for input tax credit. You can type in the narration being input GST adjusted with the output GST, like being input GST adjusted with output GST. Okay. After this, save this transaction by Control A. Since I have told you it will not affect any kind of report, it's just for the record purpose. I'm showing you all the steps. You can note it. First, note these steps. After that, let me know if you have any doubt or query in this. Here are all the steps you can note. When you're done with this, then let me know. So guys, have you noted all this point? All right. Do you have any doubt, query, or confusion in this input tax credit entry? All right, great. Now let's see how we have to make the GST payment to the government. To make the GST payment to the government, first go for the gateway of Tally. Here, change this current date with the same date on which we are paying the GST to the government. We are paying on 31st May, so we have to change this date also. Click on the date and make it 31st May. After that, simply go for the payment voucher, and after coming in the payment voucher, we have to select one option, this one, autofill. Control F is the shortcut key for autofill. So select autofill option. Then it will ask you for type of transaction. We have to select a statutory payment in this. In the tax type, select GST. In the payment type, select a regular GST payment. In the period, fill the period for which you are paying this GST. We are paying it from 1st April. So select 1st April till the 31st May. After that, press enter. Then in the debit, select the CGST. Fill the current balance. This amount we have to pay, 2199. Press enter. Debit again here and select as GST. 2199 same. Debit again and select IGST. IGST is 1152. We are paying all of this tax by the bank, by the check. So we will select here the check bank. Press enter, fill the check number. After doing all this, we have debited all three GSTs here. Debited with the current balance which we have to pay. Credited the bank account because we are paying by the check. Now, in the provide GST details, select yes. It will ask you for fill the bank details. In this, we have to first select the mode of payment. You can see multiple mode of payment available. By which mode you have make this payment, you have to select that. We have made this by the check, so we will select check here. Name of bank is ICICI Bank. CPIN, CIN, and BRN. These three digits we have to basically fill from our bank passbook. Currently, we can skip these as we don't have any info for that. In the practical life, when you do the work, you have to fill these numbers from the bank passbook statement. Now, payment date, the 31st May, check number, instrument number, the check number, then check date, instrument date, it is 31st May, same. So basically these details we have to select in the bank detail option. Press enter. You can type a narration being GST paid to government So this is how, guys, the government GST payment entry will be passed out in Tally. Kindly have a look on it. If you have any doubt, confusion, then let me know. Okay, repeating this transaction once again. To make the GST payment to the government, first change this current date as per the payment date. Then go for the payment voucher. And here then select autofill option or press Ctrl F. In the type of transaction, select statutory payment, tax type GST, payment type regular, fill the period for which we are paying this GST. We are paying from 1st April till the 31st May. Then press enter. Select the debit ledger CGST. Current available balance will go here. Debit again and select as GST. Fill the current balance. Debit again and select IGST. After that, select the payment method. Fill the check number. Then provide GST details. Make this option yes. Fill the required details like mode of payment, select here from the list. Name of the bank, type the bank name, CPIN, CIN, BRN. These numbers we have to fill from the bank statement, passbook. Payment date 31st May. Instrument number, the check number will go. Instrument date, check date will go. It is same 31st. After this, just type a narration being GST paid to government, and that's it. This is how we can make the GST payment to the government. Now is that clear for all guys? All right, simply save this now. Then if you check the balance sheet here, you will find that we don't have anything to pay to the government now. Looks like we have typed the wrong balance in the payment of IGST entry. Since you can see the 1 rupees is still showing us, we have to alter that transaction. Go for the day book, fill the date of the transaction, payment. Yes, we have filled the wrong balance. It is 1152. Now, if you check the balance sheet, you will find there is nothing which we have to pay as duties and taxes because we have paid all the due taxes of GST to the government. Now here comes export GSTR1 and GSTR2 on desktop in Excel format. So let's see guys how we have to generate the GST returns so that we can upload those returns on the government portal for the GST filling. It is very simple to export. First, you have to create a folder on your designated file or the designated drive basically. So I'm creating a folder here on the desktop, creating it by the name GST returns. After creating the folder, wherever you have created, just open that. then you have to copy the address of this folder. How we can copy the address? It is very simple. After opening this folder, click on this address bar. The blank space here, it is called the address bar. Click on it, or you can press right click. Just right click on it. You will find the option copy address. Copy the address from here. That's it. Now come back in the Tally software and open the report which you want to export. We want to export the Gstr1 and Gstr2. So let's go for the display, GST reports, and here let's first export the Gstr1. Here you can export this return for two separate months, like for the April month separately and for the May month separately. If you want to export it combinedly, you have to change the period from here. I'm going to export it for the separate months. So it is 1st April till the 31st, 30 April, same. After coming here, what you have to do, you have to click on this export option. Alt E is the shortcut key. Then you have to select this e-return option. Select e-return, then select the format, file format you have to select here in this export window. We want to export this in the Excel format. So select Excel here. In the folder path, you have to click on the specify path. In this option, paste the address of the folder which you have copied. So press Ctrl V. The folder address will get pasted here and press enter. Again press enter to select that. File name will be this. You can change it as per your need, and that's it. After filling this info, just press Ctrl A or press enter. Then click on the send option. You will find here the exportation of the Gstr1 to Excel is get started here. Let's get this complete. After this, you can see it is exported now. You can see the same file in the folder as well. The Excel file is coming here, Gstr1 for the April month, you can see. Okay, the file is exported here. You can see in the Excel, there are multiple sheets available for different purpose. In the HSN, you can find the, according to the HSN number, goods retail are coming. Like printer, we have sold 10 pieces total in the April month. At the this value, tax rate was 18%. Taxable value was this. Integrated tax, nothing. Central tax, state tax, and other things. All of this info will be available in this GST generated returns. Okay, you can see in the B2B, B2B means business to business. The retail of the transaction is coming for the party. This we have generated for the April month. Okay, let's generate for the May month. I'm repeating once again how we have to generate the GST returns. First, we have to create a folder in any of the drive of our PC. After creating the folder, copy the address from the address bar, open the folder, right click here at this location and click on copy address. Now open the report of GST which you are exporting. I am exporting GSTR1. This one I am exporting for the May month. So press F2, change the date from 1st May till the 31st May. After that, click on this export option or press Alt E from the keyboard. Select e-return. Select Excel file format. Click on specify path. Paste the folder address. Press enter. Select the folder and that's it. Press Ctrl A and click on send. The file will be exported into the Excel format easily. And the return also get generated here. So guys, now is that clear how we have to generate the GST returns? You can see here for the May month, it is showing us that we have sold a printer and mouse at these quantities with the rate of these. Okay, all the details we can check as per the name. You can see in the B2CS. B2CS means business to consumer small. We have make a transaction of to the consumer. We have sold some product to the consumer. So that is coming here. In the B2B, you can check the things, the party account detail as well. In the same way, guys, you can export the GSTR2 or GSTR3 as per the need. The files will be available by the names in the folder which you have selected. All right. So guys, if you have any doubt or query still left in this generating GST return topic, then you can ask. We have discussed all these three topics: input tax credit, GST payment to government, and generating GST returns. If you have any doubt or query left in these, kindly have a look on it, then let me know. All right, guys, then you all have to practice for the day 13 PDF. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.